turn our attention to our top story. The U.S. job market's turnaround continues. The country added 157,000 jobs in the month of January, and also the numbers from the previous months were revised even higher. Hourly earnings also jumped. Construction and retail workers were paid more. All of this means the U.S. job growth is much stronger than expected, despite the fact that the unemployment rate rose slightly to 7.9% from 7.8%. There are currently more than 12 million people of working age in the U.S. who are jobless. 38% of them have not been able to find work in more than 6 months. But for those in engineering, computer sciences, or math degrees, it's a very different picture. Karina Huber explains.
James Light works as a cloud systems engineer at Be Mobilized, a startup in New York that helps companies and individuals convert their websites into mobile sites at an affordable price.
So maybe we should change that at some point.
Armed with a computer science degree, James says there's been no shortage of work. He's in the driver's seat when it comes to looking for employment.
I actually had a hard time finding anything that I was actually interested in. A lot of jobs, yeah, sure.
Carl Haken hired James. He says finding people like James has been challenging.
Not only do we have to be very competitive with compensation and benefits, but you also have to be pretty creative about using your professional networks and finding ways to find talented people.
I've heard that, if you're out of work for more than a week and you have those kind of skills, then, there's something probably wrong with you.
Jonathan Bowles works at the Center for an Urban Future, a think tank that focuses on the New York economy. He says New York, like other hot tech centers, is having to look outside U.S. borders to find enough skilled workers.
They'd love to bring on more immigrants from other countries because they have the skills that they're looking for, but they can't bring enough of them in right now.
Many of those workers with science, math, and engineering skills are coming from China and India, which places greater emphasis on those studies than the United States.
Bowles believes the solution to the shortage is twofold. In the short term, the U.S. should open its immigration policy to allow in more skilled workers. In the long term, he believes that the U.S.'s science and math curriculum should be beefed up in schools so that the next generation of engineers can come predominantly from the U.S., not from abroad. Karina Huber, CCTV, New York.